Today I'd like to show you the iOS app Pages. First thing you'll see when I open Pages is that on the dashboard you have the activity of all the documents you've already created in Pages or that you have stored on your iCloud from your Mac. When I press Create New Document, just like in Pages for Mac, I'll see some templates that Apple has given me or templates that I've downloaded from the internet. I'm going to go ahead and just choose blank this time. And once I get into my document, I can just start typing as I would on my Mac. Now, one thing I notice is there's no format bar as there typically would be on my Mac, but I can go ahead and select the text by double tapping and then dragging those little blue dots, and go ahead and hit the paintbrush in the top right. Once I do that, I'll notice three menus. The first is style, where I can choose the font type that I'd like, so I'll change from Helvetica to Gill Sans, and I'd like to make this 12-point font. I can also choose from other standard things like left align, right align, center, bold, italics, underline, things like that, as well as changing title type or body type right there. You'll see in the list menu that I can choose bulleted lists or numbered lists, and then in layout I can choose to have a number of columns that I'd like. The standard is 1, but you can choose it up to as many as you'd like, as well as line spacing type. So if I need this to be 1.5 space, there I go, now it's 1.5 space. And to make those changes current, just tap off the menu and you can start typing again. Now that I put the word Mac into my paper, I'd like to also place a picture of a Mac. To do that, I'll press the plus sign, and I happen to be on the mountains at the top right, which does access my camera. The first time it will ask you, can it access your camera roll? You'll say yes, and then you'll be able to see your pictures here. I'm going to go ahead and grab this picture of the Mac that I wanted. Go ahead and size that the way I'd like. Any style adjustments that I need to make to this picture, again, can be found inside the paintbrush. Arrange allows me to move it front to back if I have more than one picture. I can change the text wrap style. I can give extra spacing or take that spacing away if I'd like to. But I think that's just where I want it. Looks really good. Inside that plus menu, I can also do things like place shapes, place charts. I have a variety of charts that you can check out. And I can place a table inside this document. Again, a variety of different types and colors for you to choose from. Once I've gone ahead and made my document the way I like, putting the pictures, text, charts, and things that I'd like in there, as a learning facilitator, or a peer editor, I could use the wrench to use track changes, turn that on, make some edits with markups, and give suggestions on feedback if I'd like to. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off. I can find and replace things within the document, so if I know that my learners get there, and there confused, I could look for just there and not have to read the entire paper, make sure they're using that correctly because that's what I'm checking for on this paper, and then move on with my life. Once that has all been completed, I can use the share button to send a copy of this document via Google Drive, or I could go ahead and send this to Schoology. There are a variety of places that your iPad will pick out, but I would think those will be the two main ones that you would use. So that's been a quick tour and how-to of the iOS app Pages. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and as always, thanks for watching.